Juice delicious?
I'm waiting for some other juice. This guy sent in like 20 minutes ago. Still not back.
And you get some more juice?
Beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Karibuni sana. Yes, kid, I got more juice. What's wrong with that? That was earlier. That was last time.
I knew you were gonna talk this shit. Calm down.
Yeah, but this time I've had that milkshake, not really the juice, but milkshake. I craved milkshake, so I
Okay.
ordered some milkshake. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the guy to bring. Literally. But Karibuni sana family. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope your week has been fantastic, like mine. Chilling. I don't know about yours, of course. You guys on your black job, you've not been chilling. You've been up and down.
That right. Jesus Christ, I ain't no chilling for me this week. God damn.
Sorry
But
about that.
been a
I hope
long week of work, so hey, I'm black and I'm on my black job like Jibba Jabba.
don't be so poor and so black.
So,
At least do something with your life.
yeah, all right. So poor and so black.
Oh, yes,
Shout out to
Karibuni.
Big, shout out to Big Cheese. Appreciate the donation. I see your donation. Shout out to the mystery man. Shout out to you, brother. I see your donation. I think it was the first or the second you sent your donation. They said you and Big Cheese are the only ones that's like normal. I mean, they can afford it. So shout out to you two gentlemen for your gracious donation.
I was about to ask, what do you mean by normal?
Well, on a regular basis, they the cheese always the cheese always I don't know if the cheese must have let people know the cheese always seems like a weird number amount. I don't know what's the it's like a weird number. The other gentleman that can't be announced because he works for the U.S. government
Mhm,
can't be associated with us. With Trump
mhm.
looking to fire people, he gives us a nice round number, Joe.
Yeah,
So
nice. We
every two to
appreciate
three every 2 to 3 weeks he'll send us about $100. So you
Wow.
know, which is good. Every 2 to 3 weeks on a
Mm-hmm.
consistent basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to that brother.
Yeah.
Name will go unannounced. And Big Cheese every 2 to 3 weeks sends us a number two. Not that much, but Big Cheese used to send that much. But overall, Big Cheese the only one that's been donating consistent for goddamn shit 7 years now. People come and go. We used to have this lady, boy. I don't know where this lady went. I don't know if she passed. But, we used to have this lady give us $1,000. We used to have this lady donate $1,000
That's a lot.
every damn right. And we appreciate it. She'd give us $1,000 every 6 months. But I haven't seen
Mm,
her for like a couple of years. Yeah, she gives us every six. So she would give us $2,000 a year.
no, that's amazing. You guys send your donations. That's the
And,
cash app right down there below. $ Mr. Black with fire, and you
And
can also
shout out to
donate.
her. Hopefully she passed away. Really, may you rest in peace. Even though you don't never rest, that's a lie. But you know, all of a sudden it just stopped. It stopped in 2023. I was like, man, I was getting used to that 2 grand a year, Joby. Every
That's
6 months like clockwork, a
we
thousand dollars.
we're praying Jesus brings more of those people.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why they won't let us grow? We get people like that, man. I was like, wow. She would never. Same thing. Just one day you look there, be a cash at me $1,000. I said, okay, I know what that is.
Mhm. But anyway, before we go to the movie, I have some
Stuff you want to update?
conversation
Go ahead. Of
I
course.
want to share here about Florida and the new law they passed. This is Florida, which planned to end the childhood vaccines mandate. This is information coming from the Surgeon General, who's calling them slavery and will be the first state to do so.
That's the
But
Surgeon General of Florida, or the Surgeon General of the United States. Because every state, Joey,
Mhm,
has their own Surgeon General. Then you have the National Surgeon General.
mhm.
So is it the Surgeon General of Florida, or is it the Federal Surgeon General of the
It's
whole country?
Florida Surgeon
Yeah.
General.
Okay. So it's the Florida guy. Yeah, that's that black guy. I think that's
Mhm.
that Nigerian immigrant. He's been there for like his family migrated here years ago. So yeah. So this is Florida. So this only pertains to Florida,
Mhm.
no other state. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so they said he announced yesterday that he plans to eliminate all the vaccines mandates in the state of Florida, including requirements in the schools. And
Good.
speaking at a press conference, Lapodo, a Nigerian doctor serving as a Surgeon General of Florida since 2021, said he intends to remove all of them, every last one, and calling
Good.
current dates wrong and saying they drip with disdain. Just a minute, if you allow me.
Good, Joe. Joby's juice is coming. Her milkshake. Joby, get that. Hey, you got my milkshake? You got my milkshake, nigga?
Okay, I'm back.
Get your
Um,
milkshake. You get your milkshake, Joby?
yes.
Must be nice getting all kind of food delivered for the night. Must be
Yeah,
nice. Hey,
I work.
that's the kind of suffering you got going on, huh?
I work for it. So yeah, I deserve a treat. It's nice to treat myself. But yeah,
All right.
um,
Don't let
this.
don't let your stepmom see you drinking that alone. You ain't
Oh
gave
my
that to
God!
your siblings.
Don't remind me. Mm, mm,
You ain't gave nothing to you ain't gave nothing to your siblings.
super crazy. I have nothing to give. We just have a good time. But yeah, they're saying that he emphasized limiting government control, stating that, and quoting, "Who I am is a government or anyone else. Who I am is a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body. Who I am is to tell you what your child should put in their body." Or who am I? Sorry, who I am. Who am I? That is the question. But this announcement follows the governor.
Exactly. And we
Uh,
know why. We know why they wanted to mandate these VACCINEs. We know why they wanted to mandate them globally.
mhm.
Good. Joe.
Yeah, they're saying according to the scientist, the Florida Maha Commission will focus on reforms aimed at empowering residents, reducing regulatory burdens, holding institutions accountable, and encouraging healthy living and innovation. It's nice, but I hope this is happening at the time where they had not spread all over, or the kids were not already like vaccinated.
They already have been, Joe. Already
Hmm.
have been.
Yeah,
So
so
and when they get out of office, they're gonna reverse it to go back to mandatory. Watch. They're gonna get their ass out of office. They're gonna put it back in mandatory if they can.
So it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't really make a difference,
Well, it
but it
makes a
doesn't.
difference now. It makes a difference now. I mean, you get your kids for the time he's still in office.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the time he's still in office, you can still let's say I'm not gonna give my kids this. As soon as they get out of office, you know they're gonna come in and put somebody that's gonna reverse that ruling. So yeah, now, well, you need to get it all mandated. That's the law now. We're gonna change. So
Mm-hmm.
people gotta be weary and stay knowledgeable when he leaves office. But they're gonna try to put in to reverse that ruling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but on the next conversation, before we get to switch, we have unemployment, which they're saying unemployed workers have outnumbered the jobs available for the first time since 2021. And this is the national employment rate for the Black Americans, which now is the highest since 2021.
You
And
got more unemployment in America than you got in what you call third world countries, Nigeria, Kenya, and there's more on the way. So you're in a collapse. There's more on the way. There's more unemployment on the way. You got Amazon, other corporations talking about getting rid of people. You got UPS. UPS just said they're getting rid of you anyway. They said, well, they're going to give you how many years you were there. You're going to get immediately $1,800 for each year. Can you imagine that? $1,800 for every year you were there. What is that? You can't live off that shit for 3 months. But that's what they're telling you. UPS gonna fire you anyway. So Joey put that in there. I'm gonna look up UPS saying they're gonna offer everybody working and they're about to fire you. They're gonna go. They're gonna offer you $1,800 a year every year you've been working at UPS. Right? But you're gonna go. Gonna fire, but at least they give you some money. They ain't never gave you no pension. You imagine that? See, all the pensions are gone. They probably gonna steal your 401k like they did. What's that trucking company called? Yellow. When Yellow stole all their people's 401k, stole it. That's why I don't trust that 401k shit.
yeah,
Even
so
though
it
my
says
money's in it. Go ahead, Joe.
the UPS has offered some
Yep.
of its US full-time drivers a voluntary separation package for $1,800 per year
Told you.
of salary
Exactly.
with a
What
minimum
service?
payout of $10,000 in a
Oh,
network
so you don't
confederation.
go over so you don't go over $10,000. So you only get 10 grand for all the years you put in. Nope. You ain't gonna live out that for about 2 months, 3 months. Wow. Man, this country's gonna be rough. This shit's getting crazy. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, they're saying that this will offer this offers this offer, which has received backlash from the
Of
Teamsters
course.
union
Of
and
course.
some drivers, was a
Of course.
one-time opportunity for drivers to leave the company.
Of course, the backlash. They're giving you little or nothing for 20 years of service. They say, take this $10,000 and get your ass out the door. Once you got backlash, but so what? They're gonna fire you anyway and give you 10 grand. See what you gonna do with $10,000 in America? Nothing. Not a damn thing. You'll be broke and you'll have a tent like Joby showed everybody up in Vancouver. Get your tent ready if you're working for UPS. And also, it ain't like when they get rid of those jobs, you got other jobs to go to and make the same kind of income you were making with UPS. You won't even make that. There are no jobs. So where will you go? Shit. My advice, this is my advice. If they can get you at least like 20 grand, it's my advice. Don't buy you an acre of cheap land somewhere and go try to find one of those damn trailers that Joby showed that guy was living in LA and put it on your land so you won't be homeless. Am I breaking up? Joby?
With a broken fridge?
Hey, but make sure your fridge is good. You can't afford to save no money to get that fridge because you ain't got no money. So make sure when you buy it, the fridge is working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're
That's
saying
that's.
sorry.
Go ahead, Joey. No, go ahead.
They said unemployed workers currently outnumber the amount of jobs available for the first time since 2021. Additionally, that the national employment rate for Black Americans has also hit an
Shout
all-time
out,
high
shout out to
since
Trump.
Mhm.
Shout out to President Trump and his great economy. He tell you it's the greatest economy. Anybody said that's what they told me? He just says all kind of lies. It's the greatest economy ever, and it's that what they told me. They've been telling me I've created the greatest economy. Yeah, okay, moron. You got too much doodle on your booty, talking crazy. You got nobody's changed your diaper, and the doodle fumes are going to your moronic skull. That's why you be saying crazy stuff because nobody changed your diaper yet. Got all that doodle on you.
On Wednesday during on Wednesday, which was Labor Day, the Labor Department reported that the number of open jobs in the U.S. fell about 7.2 million, down from 7.4 million in June. Economic forecasters previously predicted that the report would range from 7.3 million to 7.5 million. As mentioned, this is the time unemployed Americans have outnumbered the available jobs since COVID-19 in 2021 and currently are 7.2 million unemployed Americans and 7.1 open positions. And additionally, the data shows that at the national unemployment rate for Black Americans is now 7.2%, according to the Wall Street Journal. For reference,
Probably
the
high. Always double that. It's always high for us, but double that. Those numbers are always a lie. Like they said, numbers are always a lie. So double that.
Mhm.
Plus
This is the
17 to
highest
25%. Go ahead, Joey.
This is the highest level since 2021 and shows that Black unemployment rate is rising at its fastest
All right.
rate in years. It also noted that education doesn't protect workers, of course,
Nope.
which most would agree without the data. Black college graduates are struggling with their unemployment
You,
rate.
you got
Well,
black you got black college graduates working at McDonald's. Make me a burger, nigga, and make it good. I got a college degree though. Yeah. But you're late with my burger. When you tell you about your college degree, you're late with my burger. I was going to, but now I'm going to watch another oldie. I was going to make us watch. I don't think Joey would understand Pulp Fiction. I think it would have been too much, like too interesting. You know how Pulp Fiction goes it backwards and forward. A lot of people don't understand that difference. When it goes, when it starts the movie at the ending, and then you work all the way to the beginning. A lot of people like Pulp Fiction because of that, because it started at the ending. They understand. I don't understand this movie. When they started the movie at the ending, stupid, and they and it oh no, I said you could. No, I think we can watch it next time. We watch it next time. I was just saying I don't know if Joey would have got into it, being because a lot of people. I said a lot of people don't like me. I like the showing the movie at the ending and then work your way backward. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people want the movie to say work in the beginning chronologically that way. But Pulp Fiction jumps all over the place. Jumps from the end to the beginning. Most people can't understand that. But I don't understand what's going on. What's happening? Well, they showing you the ending and then they working you to the beginning. That's what they doing. Well, I don't like that. I don't like they do that. When did I go? Well, you ain't got to worry about his wife winning. Wife has no political clout. And who else is running with him? Who else running for governor in Florida? I haven't even looked at the people running for the state here. You still living in Florida, Roz? Right? You still living in Florida, man? You still living in West Palm Beach? Tell me what the prices are over there where you at, man, in West Palm Beach. I know that shit gotta be expensive. So Florida just, you know, like I said, the reason why I left California, moved to Florida, especially when I came to Tampa. Tampa used to be cheap, not no more. Other people on TikTok talking about Tampa got the same prices as LA. Same prices. I was like, God damn. I'm living in Tampa, a 1-bedroom house. It's costing me $2,500 a month. And they said they're going to raise the rent to $800 more. I don't know. Damn, $2,500. I own a house in Tampa still, and I'm charging them is I'm not in control of it. I have a rental agency that does that. So I think the rent on the house is still like $2,700 a month. You know, that's a big ass house I got. Not no damn 1-bedroom apartment or some shit. That's a 4-bedroom home. Yeah. How much is it, man? How much is rent and everything over there, man? Hey, crazy. I was going to have Joey put on. You guys remember Blazing Saddles? I was going to have Joey put on Blazing Saddles. Have us just laugh and shit. That was laughing. I think we already watched Blazing Saddles. I think we watched that shit already. We already watched that one. So I just wanted to do an old military movie of Full Metal Jacket, showing you the drug shit that that the Vietnamese were just trying to get their country back from the French, who remember these white people went around the world taking people's shit, colonizing people's countries. So I just wanted to show that how white people got black people fighting wars to preserve their white supremacy. It's never about no shit they tell you, communism and all that nonsense. Because remember, Vietnam is one of the major places that they make shit at for America. It's one of the major manufacturing hubs now, like they do China. But supposedly that was our enemy, and they were trying to stop it from communism. Now today, Vietnam is still communist, but half America's manufacturing is made out of Vietnam. See, it's never about no communism shit. It's about them being able to take control and keep full control of a country by making everybody poor. They don't give a shit about these isms, communism, socialism. They don't give a shit about that. They want to know we want to control the country. Country belongs to us, and we want it. We want to be able to steal it, make it like Australia, America, or whatever. That's what the American military and the CIA has been created to do. As Smedley Butler told you, war is a racket for them to steal resources, steal people's country, to keep control of, so white people stay rich and everybody be on the bottom, especially blacks. Go ahead, Joe. Yeah, and I told you guys, in the WhatsApp chat to give me some movies that you guys want to watch. It damn sure won't be the Jazz Man that Big Cheese had us watch 3 years. Joe don't remember that Jazz Man. But did nothing good happen in that movie. He ended up going back to get that mixed lady and got murdered and shit. He got hung. The mama did. You know, we not supposed to tell we black. You leave that boy alone. He goes to Chicago, becomes a star, becomes a millionaire, and he's still thinking about the mulatto back in Mississippi. What? I ain't thinking about her ass. I'm in Chicago, living it up. I'm not going back to no Mississippi to get her ass. Shit. Okay, let me switch over. Download the app on the Google Play Store, Black Eye Pride Network, guys. Then go to the show page. That's where we streaming live. Okay? The Jazz Man. I said, the brother went back to get the mulatto and got hung? What kind of movie is this? And then that last we watched Suck Two. There was that movie about the black vampire. And that was in another Mississippi movie. Then they was in Mississippi getting a new damn club. What was that shit called? The Jordan and what was that movie called? With Michael B. Jordan. We just watched Joby. What's the name of that movie? The movie we just watched, the last one. Michael B. They were vampires and shit. The one we just watched, Joe, but you don't even remember the name of the movie. Sinners, yeah. That boring ass shit there, my God. Everybody switch over. It was overrated. All that hype. That shit was boring as hell. I fell asleep on that shit while you playing that shit. I don't know what the hell was happening in that shit. All right, switch over, y'all. Let me switch over.